Hello.
99 Gorilla Beats.
Seriously.
Back once again. This is day 3 of the Coach Clash Townhouse Media Chaos Week, because we actually had a good ass week of chaos. But this is episode 31. Sports4U Wrestling Podcast, America's most yeeted. I am your host, Trail. That's my guy, John. And of course, when you see the devil in the room, it's always up to no good. The special counsel herself, Miss Nessa.
I am.
You gonna lie right now? You gonna lie right now? Hey, John. You close with the Lord, so let us know when something's about to pop off when Nessa starts lying, because I don't want to get electrocuted.
Don't worry. Don't worry. I got the Bible right next to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I lay the hands on the word just in case something gets crazy.
I would tell you, like I said the other day, that he knows what it is.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you, like I said the other day, yeah, he does know what it is. So stop.
Pretty much.
Damn. People don't listen. You just like people don't listen. And speaking
Thank
of
you,
chaos,
Lena. Thank you, Lena.
Whose side are you on, Lena?
Thank you, Lena.
Speaking of the chaos, we can't have chaos without the infamous, the notorious 99 Gorilla himself. Nick Freeze is back in Sports4U Wrestling. He's back in the building. What's going on, Nick?
What? Same old. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Yeah, you already know. Net's up here lying already, so you already know we off to a good start.
Oh, wait, what is the line about?
That she's an angel. And she put it on the Lord.
Yeah.
And she put it on the Lord. Right in front of John, she put it on the Lord.
I mean, there's a halo somewhere. You know, it's just being held up. It's just being held up by.
That's headphones. That's not a halo.
The halo itself is being held up by something, so you know.
Hey, yo!
Well, so I'm Nick.
All right.
Oh,
thanks.
Man,
They made Nick leave the chat 5. You know what? No, never mind. I'm not even gonna finish that statement. Before we do start the show, we'd like to send out condolences, well wishes to the friends, family, and fans of ECW legend, the great Sabu. He died Mother's Day weekend on Saturday night at the age of 60, if I'm not mistaken. So he pretty much revolutionized what wrestling alternative was back in the 90s. And the man was crazy. The man was definitely crazy. And one of my fondest memories of him was one night stand with him and Rey Mysterio. Was in that match, and they both had the chair. It looked like Sabu was fighting a little kid who was trying to defend himself with a chair.
Damn.
That's funny as fuck. Don't do right like that.
Man, but you got Dominic Mysterio in the chat.
Hey. Let's not do that.
Hey, Nick's on my side when it comes to Dominic. Don't get there.
Hey, you know what?
You got to slow down now.
Hey, it didn't take long for John to walk that line already, but yeah. So that match was a banger for me. Nessa, you got any memories of Sabu?
None that I can think of. I really want
he was white, by the way.
You know what? Shut up.
That's hate. Yo.
Just wanted to get that out the way. Just in case, no one knew, Nick, you got any memories of the genocidal, suicidal, homicidal Sabu?
Man, when he broke his fucking neck. That's the memory I have of that. That was crazy. And you knew it instantly.
No.
I'm sorry. It was like an instant, like, no, his neck is done. And then oh my God, when it happened, it was just, oh man, it was crazy.
No.
Taz was the one that broke his neck.
Exactly. Ain't that crazy? And they was like super cool.
Yeah, he had like a very emotional tribute on Dynamite earlier too. So that's the first time I ever seen that man cry on television. So it was that you can tell that hurt him to the core because that was one of his homies.
That was his boy. Yeah, that was his boy. Yeah.
So John, you got any?
Literally just went through some barbed wire not that long ago. So.
Yeah,
and got hurt.
Crazy.
And got hurt in that match. Yeah,
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
John, you got any memories? Or one that stands out? Hey, relax.
John, you all right?
My memories of Sabu. Anytime I see them get on a chair, I just was like, man, I'd be wondering, like, dude, how does he get back up from this? Whether it was chairs, tables, relax, Nick.
I didn't say nothing. That's hate. That's hate.
He just had to look at you here.
It was crazy because we
I didn't even say nothing.
This nigga John had a squirrel moment. He was like, yeah,
That's funny.
When he had his farewell match, his retirement, who would have knew that literally was going to be the last time? Just all the hottest. He risked it all, and
Yeah, that's crazy because like that's the one thing I'm tripping off of, that we literally just saw this man get hurt on a barbed wire like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, so, that shit KO'd him too. He was out. They had to wake him up.
Yeah, he knocked himself out on the outside, and Fonz was like, you good? He's like, yeah, I kind of fucked myself up. He's like, all right, Joe, stay here for a minute. And motherfucker, he finished the match, but it's like,
I don't know how.
That shit is crazy. And Ric Flair still walking around. That shit, I'm telling you, man, this is why Ric Flair's the GOAT.
What the heck?
What?
That's cocaine.
No, I'm saying because everyone's dying around Rick, and Rick had he literally died for I don't know how many minutes and brought back to life, and this man didn't outlive almost everybody from his era.
Yeah, you know something? You're absolutely right. I don't know so many people that still around from his era besides him. Yeah, and even the eras after him, he did outlive all of them. That's crazy.
That shit is unbelievable. But before
Dalton in the comments says, I see Dalton in the comments had a memory of Sabu. He said him throwing chairs, using barbed wire tables. He's like king of hardcore. I agree, Dalton.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see
Jova, what's up?
What up, Jova? What's goody? Now we're just paying a tribute to Sabu real quick before the show started, because man, that was crazy finding that out, man, because you just never know when these people are gonna go. So it's always live your life the best way you can, without the bullshit, without the BS, without the drama. Just go out there and just, because you just never know when it's your time to clock out. So
yeah,
and that man got to do one last match that he loves to do. So what's up, Greg? So But yeah, shout out to Sabu, man. All right. So as y'all know, we had the Backlash watch along on Saturday. Shout out to everybody that pulled up. Shout out to Nick. Shout out to B. Shout out to JT because that shit was hilarious. Shout out to Angel who, in my opinion, he that night that girl.
Angel went full demon mode Saturday.
You did too.
That girl was.
Me?
The Angel was on.
That girl was.
Angel was on some nothing.
Yeah, Angel was wild. That shit was funny though.
As soon as Randy Orton came out, it happened.
That hair went down. I never seen Angel with her hair down.
her hair went down.
But ready for the Viper, sis, man. She's gonna be coming tomorrow. Hey, yo.
No, wait. Nah, we're not doing that.
He didn't say that.
He
didn't say that.
Why you didn't?
This is a sick Negro.
She gonna get you.
You know. You'll see in a few weeks. So she got receipts.
Oh, I know. I got my big pants on. I'm good.
Wait, why did you even have to say
it? Nope.
You have pants on.
Y'all some sick freaks, man. Y'all some sick freaks, man.
I will hope you have pants on. Because you pull up to Angel.
Okay, don't get that close to doing the show.
Hey, man, you pull up to Angel with no pants. Pants, then it's gonna be like,
yeah, you can't go up there and cheat the seat.
At least just put on some gray sweatpants. You'll be fine.
Huh? Nope, I'm out here.
Vanessa, you ain't helping.
I didn't say anything. What's up, Justin? What are you doing?
Debate in the building. West Coast representing.
Yo, who did that? Who is doing that? Who keeps making now? It's on our show now. Who keeps doing that?
I don't know, man. What? Somebody got a dog roaming around the hood or something.
Hey, man, is Beloved here?
I don't say no hood.
Yeah, that's St. John's for sure when he stays in the hood. I kind of don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what's happening,
John. But anyway. But anyway, Backlash.
What the hell?
That's funny. Yeah, that's funny.
Shout out to Shaggy.
That's funny. But Backlash was a good show. Solid 8.5 show. One of the spots of that match of that pay-per-view actually was Pat McAfee and Gunther. Shout out to Pat McAfee.
Cheeseheads, what up?
I wasn't on the Humble Roses, but he does have my rose of the week because that man. Yo, Nick, seriously.
It's your face, sir.
Dog, rose of the week is wild. The title alone.
The roses of the week went to Pat McAfee.
Yeah, you have to say the roses, not the rose.
Yeah, not the one on the nightstand. But anyway, he pulled up.
That was funny.
And, he stood 10 toes down for his homie. And dude got fucked up in that match to the point that he had a bloodshot eye. Dude had his chest all the way fucked up.
Understatement.
And that, like Nessa said on the Humble Roses, that match went longer than what we thought was gonna go. And fans were into it. We were into it. It was like even Michael Cole's dumbass got into it. And I'm like, bro,
yeah,
you almost 60 years old, man. Sit down.
Yeah,
before this man chokes you to death.
Shout out to Michael Cole.
I mean, he was trying to be a real one too.
John, what was your He was. And somebody said that was his superhero. That was his super. So that's still funny that I even heard that. Shout out to whoever said that.
Exactly. Cody needs to fuck down Dalton.
But John, what'd you think of that match with Pat McAfee?
Chewbacca sound?
I think he did, man.
Well, I thought about it. My first inkling was this.
Monica.
My man wrestling in some cool gray 11s. I wore these specific.
This nigga took off his shoe.
My man wrestled in cool gray 11s. I wore my cool gray 11s today in honor of Pat McAfee. So shout out to the brand. But
John, I'm about to say, John, you better not put your goddamn foot up there, dog. I'm about to leave the show. If you would put your foot up there, I would have got out of here.
What's wrong with you?
I'm not even about the line. I would have got out of here. Dog.
How did he get his shoe up?
Dog. I'm so glad that you just put the shoe right there. I'm so glad it was just the shoe. Dog.
This is a sick Negro.
Yeah, man.
That's Nick.
Dog.
That's Nick, guys.
That's just some flexibility if that was that case.
Oh man.
So don't be taking me to your class.
Yo.
What is
dog?
On here?
Not over here.
That is funny.
Back to the match. The match was a bad one. Like you said, y'all gotta excuse Nick Freeze. He knows not what he says sometimes.
Oh shit!
Oh my dog. But for real, the match overall. I mean, we saw Pat's chest after the match. I mean, dude, we kept saying like, don't get into a chopping match with Gunther. It was but he
rest in peace his chest. Damn.
And I'm glad it wasn't a squash match. What up, World Elite? It's just it was a good match. The fact that they made this match the penultimate match before Orton and Cena said pretty much showed that they thought highly of what Gunther was going, how Gunther and Pat can make this go instead of just being Gunther going in there and just pretty much putting him to sleep with like
in 2
that.
seconds.
So salute the Pat. Gunther, do your thing and stay away from the ring for a minute, Pat. Let your chest heal, but salute for putting on a good match. And I think we'll talk about what's Gunther's plans in the future.
No, yeah. We definitely talk about that eventually.
Yeah, because we already know what his plans are. But Nessa, what you think of Pat McAfee? How can I put this? Pause his performance at Backlash.
I enjoyed the match. Again, I thought it was gonna be a quick 1 minute match. He was gonna come in and choke him out, and we could call it a day. So he definitely lasted longer than expected. And Nick,
that's a wild statement. It's a wild statement.
And he, stood his ground. Definitely stood his ground. Now Michael Cole needed to sit his ass.
That was a
what?
Excuse me?
Wait.
Michael Cole
no.
His ass down.
No, I didn't hear that.
John, what you say?
I didn't hear that.
Okay, Trill, you heard the same thing I heard, right?
Yeah, I heard it. I'm like, what you?
You see what's going on here? This is the chaos everyone was trying to talk about.
Yeah.
What up,
Nova Kane in the building.
Nova. What's up, Nova? But
yeah, I enjoyed the match. Again, I'm glad it wasn't a complete squash match like how we all expected. And Pat did his thing. And Gunther, shout out to him for doing what he needed to do.
yeah, I agree, Nova. That shit was torture because the man was getting destroyed. And half the spots that he was doing was funny as hell. Because he tried to do a suplex. Gunther suplexed him, landed on his feet. He did some shit, and Gunther just looked at him like, motherfucker, you crazy?
Right?
I'm like, dog, no. Nick, what you think about how Pat McAfee did against Gunther?
Shit. He did better than I thought he was going to do. Because, I was still going to think he was going to get his ass whooped, and this was going to be a quick little 5-minute match, and we going about our day. But it ended up being extremely exciting. In my opinion, it might have been the show stealer, to be completely honest. And that shows you the talent that Gunther has as a wrestler. That's one of those things where they say you put anybody in the ring with them and they'll make them look good. That's for sure what Gunther just proved. He for sure. And shout out to Pat because he was selling, and he was selling better than a lot of wrestlers that we've seen that have contracts. A lot of them.
That shit louder, Nick.
He was selling. He was selling.
I already know what Ness was talking about because she's talking about one man and one man only.
Say that shit louder.
And that's Undertaker number 2.
Who's the non-seller? Who y'all talking about?
If I had to guess, unless it's talking about Damian Priest.
The other Undertaker.
Man, don't get me started on Damian Priest. But I do not like Damian Priest.
You and Angel need to have conversation.
She likes Damian Priest?
No, she does not.
She hates him.
Oh, good. Yeah, man, I never was a fan of him. Too many botches, too many no sales. It's like, dog, you don't even make that match like appealing. It's like come on, man.
Say that shit loud.
I don't even want to watch matches with him 9 out of 10, but I will give him that. His pay-per-view match is good though. I'll give him that. That match was off the chain. That match was one of the better ones I've seen from him in a while. There wasn't too many botches outside of what's his name hitting his head, but outside of that match was pretty good.
Yeah, and speaking of Damian Priest botching spots, that brings us to the four-way for the United States Championship.
Lena said, "Take it easy." She said, "Take it easy." She goes spike us.
Oh,
man.
Wait a minute.
That looked like it hurt it, dog. That looked like it hurt.
What, getting spiked?
She gonna spike us.
With Damian Priest, when he pulled that spot from heaven and Drew McIntyre.
Yeah, I ain't gonna because we all was like, it was. You could tell it was like, ugh.
You saw Drew's head hit the concrete. I was like, no, man. They ain't got it.
Yeah.
You had the cloth there, but man, that don't protect the back of your skull, man.
Nope.
I think they were both just too tall to do that spot. That's all it was. If they were shorter, it would have worked. But it was just two dudes that was just too tall to be doing that particular spot. If they would have had like an extra extra table up over there or something, it probably would have worked. But I think they were just too tall.
Yeah, exactly.
That
match actually banged, but the highlight of that match was the ending with one Jeff Cobb from New Japan, who made a few appearances in AEW, pulled up to St. Louis as Solo Sikoa's new enforcer. And turns out that he is Hawaiian, so obviously it makes more sense that he's in the bloodline. But Nick, Samoan Nick, pretty much got the shock of his life. I call Samoan Nick. Yeah.
That's funny as fuck.
But Jacob got a surprise of the lifetime when Solo brought some backup. What do you think is going to happen now that Jeff Cobb is pretty much in the bloodline now?
Awkward.
Where's that awkward turtle?
That was
Hey, that's said what now?
What awkward turtle?
You never seen that awkward turtle?
What's the little hand thing? What's that? That's a turtle?
Yeah, it's the awkward turtle.
Nestor, don't.
That's funny.
Don't do that again.
That is hilarious.
You guys never heard of the awkward turtle?
She's trying to be. She's trying to be like that.
That was funny.
She be putting.
No.
Oh no.
But yeah, Nick, what'd you think about pretty much Jeff Cobb pulling up, and are we gonna get Jeff Cobb and Jacob real soon?
Jesus.
I don't know what's going on with that. With them in general, I don't know. Like you can see that eventually it's going to be a split, but I don't know how they're going to work up to that point, because it seems like it'll get to a point where it's going to happen and then it doesn't, and then I don't think nobody was expecting Jeff Cobb to show up. That was a surprise. I wasn't expecting that none whatsoever. So I'm pretty sure that caught the universe off guard with it, which is good though. It's good to have those type of shocking moments. People complain about them for some apparent reason, but people complain about everything. So at least for me, the old school fan in me, I like the whole surprise aspect. Not knowing what this is going to happen, because they do the leaks and everything. And Johnny Trail, I complain about that every damn time. I don't want to know about shit. Let me just see it happen.
Yeah, same here. Yep.
But
exactly.
The match itself was good. This angle that they're going to pull with them, I want to see. I'll have a better opinion of it after SmackDown, because I want to see how he addresses the whole situation, and then I think I'll have a better opinion of it. But for right now, I am completely confused upon what the hell they're doing with this angle. But I'm all for it, because it's confusing but interesting at the same time.
Exactly. What up, Cody?
Cody.
Yeah, man. Because if it's gonna go down, like I think it's gonna go down, bring Zilla in ASAP, or if he's healthy. If he's healthy, Bronson Reed, bring him back ASAP and pair him up with Jacob to take on Solo and Cobb. That's gonna be
Bronson definitely posted right after that. He posted Jeff, and then he posted a blood drop.
So that means blood. Holla if you hear me. He was like, yo, Jacob. I'm on.
You know what it is.
On the phone. What's up, B?
I know.
Yeah, I mean he's from Houston too, so
what you call them coming back from injury? Tama and all that. I know they still on the shelf.
I think
Tama's gonna be gone for a minute. Tama's gonna be gone for a minute, but Tom could be Tama's gonna be gone for a minute.
I think Tama should be coming back pretty soon.
Yeah.
Hashtag.
That national treasure.
Gonna botch up something else.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
He's the national
botch
treasure.
Is a national treasure. He's a national treasure.
Oh, botching. Of botching.
Right,
and he thought Damian Priest was bad. Have you seen his old highlights?
He is.
Trying to do a 619.
Hibachi is mad funny.
He is Hibachi.
Him and his low blow to Kevin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like.
Yeah. He's like,
what the hell are you doing?
No, but that's funny. No, but that's funny.
How do you botch that?
How do you?
That is crazy.
Hibachi. Exactly. Hibachi. That's it.
He is crazy.
That's funny.
Yeah, that's the thing from now on. He's Hibachi.
But Bronson and Jacob both got history with Jeff Cobb. So it would be perfect to see Bronson come back, possibly as a monster face, and team up with Jacob. Because Bronson Reed was an honorary member of the bloodline for War Games. So we'll see how that dynamic, pulls off when that happens. But John, what you think of pretty much shocking the world because it was rumored he was the hottest free agent, but I know he's gonna pull up so soon.
Yeah, we kept hearing rumors that he was going to be in the loop, but everyone was wondering like, but why? I mean, some of us thought was he helping? How was I think? A lot of people think was he supposed to be helping Finn Balor to help siding with Finn Balor because of the whole Bullet Club connection and what Bullet Club connection with New Japan. It did not pass even the thought of him being with Solo didn't cross my mind. I went back because I didn't finish watching SmackDown before Backlash, so I went back and finished watching it a little bit this morning. And and when I see the look that Solo gave Jacob after Jacob pretty much just read the rest of the Fatal 4-Way to Riot Act to Solo, and he got that look like,
the fuck is wrong with you?
I'm like, yeah. Solo had something up his sleeve the whole time, and Jacob didn't even know it.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, Solo's playing with fire, but he has a security blanket, so we'll see how that goes. Nessa.
I mean, Backlash. That definitely was the theme. That definitely was the theme.
Hey, that actually was a theme all week, but we ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, Nessa, Big Blood is your Bay Area homie. What did you think about Jeff Cobb pulling up?
I was like, what the fuck? We all were shocked. And it was just seeing Jacob's face. It was fucking priceless. It was priceless. He literally was like, what are you doing here? What are you doing here? Like, you don't go here. So
yeah.
It's gonna be interesting to see on SmackDown how all that plays out. But it was, I think, of course, this was Solo's power move. Because this whole time, him coming back into play is pretty much Jacob is outshining him. And he wants the power back. So this is his way of trying to get that back. And in reality, if you think about it, he was setting up Jacob to lose his title.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't happen. But he saw that it didn't happen. So he had a plan B. And it was Jeff Cobb.
Who would have thought?
Yeah, because for everyone who don't know who Jeff Cobb is, it's the same thing we told you if you didn't know who Jacob Fatu is. You're in for a hell of a that too. And if you're too lazy to look him up, you're in for a surprise. You're gonna be in for a rude awakening because he may be older, but Jeff Cobb, he's still that dude. I've seen matches of him with Jacob. I've seen matches of him with Bronson. The guy is a machine. He's like He's like a Temu version of Rhino because he kind of looks like Rhino.
He does.
He does like Rhino.
He does
like oh. I think this is a good question. This is a good question to ask. You think him going, turning face is going to be something that messes up his character? Like his...
Nope, because he's going to be exactly who he is right now.
Yep. He's going to be a minute.
He's technically he's not going to be a face or a heel. He's going to be kind of like how Randy and KO.
It's just like Roman
like Randy
Reigns.
and KO.
When he turned face, he was still the same.
Mm-hmm. He's Stone Cold. No matter what, I'm just that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah, Stone Cold, Randy Orton,
and only a few people can pull that off.
Rhea pulled that off too.
Yeah.
Because she's herself no matter what. Wait. Hold on. there would be no Rhea hate right now. Let's not do that. Leave her alone.
She could have stayed her ass in
You
Australia.
already know.
and
Hey,
something like
hey,
that.
do you not hear what Lena said? Leave her Terror Twins alone.
Wait, her terror twins.
Yo,
You
She
know
was
what?
talking
Don't you worry
about
about it,
Damien. She was talking about Damien.
Nick. They named her twin.
hey Nick,
That's
man.
crazy.
Y'all gotta give me some water with these with some of these names. Y'all might be thinking crazy.
That's their name, the Terror Twins.
WWE gave them that name. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Look, you know, you gotta give me a build up because when I heard terror twins, never mind. Go ahead, Trey.
Yo, you all right?
Sir.
Oh, hey man. Hey, listen. If they gave you PTSD, my bad.
She goes Samoan
now she
Spike.
spiked somebody. That's crazy.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I think Nessa needs a spike. No pause. But anyway,
What? How you just gonna set me up like that?
he said he gonna spike her?
Ja.
How did I just hear, man?
I mean, y'all all right? What
Are we all right?
What's going on in the show? Yeah, you all right? Y'all good?
Nick, I knew we were gonna cause some chaos tonight, but goddamn.
That was insane.
Hey man,
Lord have mercy.
hey, you know this show is crazy. We only 36. I'm gonna find out who that is. Let me find out that girl is in here. But anyway,
What?
No,
Beloved.
yo, that's
Beloved.
whoever made that is wild.
hey, yo, man, this.
Y'all wild.
Oh, I gotta get that picture and put this in the stream next time.
What the beloved?
Not beloved.
You'll get this damn show cut off. Dog, if you put the beloved picture on there, dog, you'll get the whole stream shut down.
I was gonna say, well,
You're
that
probably
was
right.
that was our episode of Sports for You. There you go.
Yeah, so much for the
That would
sponsors.
shut down every show. So, oh yeah, sponsors is done.
Y'all some insane
But
dudes, man.
hey man. But anywho, speaking of insane, speaking of not trusting no one, there was another match going on yesterday. Not yesterday, but on Saturday, and that was for the Intercontinental Championship. Penta and Dominic Mysterio put on a good match.
What a good match.
I thoroughly enjoyed that. Dom doing the suicide dive into a DDT, effortless. That shit was dope as hell.
Give my man his flowers,
the man,
please.
the kid is. I am giving myself flowers. But anyway, the man is coming into his own, and yeah, he's coming in his own. Like he's better as a wrestler as opposed to when he came in as a Power Ranger back in the pandemic. Hey, Nick, relax.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Wait, what?
Man look like a Power Ranger.
Don't do that. Don't do him like
That
that.
dude had a SpongeBob SquarePants haircut and a Power Ranger suit. And look at him now.
Hey, dog did like a Power Ranger.
Man.
Man, y'all cold.
I may be cold, but am I lying, John?
No, you didn't.
Spread was a minute for that. Oh, that's funny. He did look crazy.
That nigga Roman got his hands on him. He was like,
Yeah, exactly.
You know Angel's gonna get you too, right? Keep talking.
Yeah, Angel gonna get y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Don't give. Hey.
Man,
Yeah,
anybody worry about
Dom-
that? Anybody worry about Fatu?
The video's
gonna
out
get
there.
y'all.
The video's out there. We didn't do nothing.
Dom hitting that Oblivion. That was
Yeah,
more
can
than
we
a move.
can we
It
can
was
we
a tribute to
get that
Liv.
over with already? I'm tired of hearing about that Oblivion. I mean, Liv
That
gets
was
the better
dope.
of
Leave it
Livy,
alone.
but that was
God,
That
don't
was
do
cool.
that. Now
that
you
was
hate
cool.
it.
That was cool.
Liz is better, but that's you're absolutely right.
That DDT was the shit, and so was that Mexican Destroyer by Penta.
Yes,
I
that
was like,
Mexican Destroyer.
I mean, no one does it better than him.
Let him know,
I mean,
Greg.
even though Petey Williams is like the original, but Penta, no one else does it better than Mexican Destroyer than him. But Ness, I'm gonna start with you since you're very close to this situation. Your thoughts on that match and how well it did?
I already knew the match was going to be fire. They've already done 2 matches, and they were bangers. And Dominic being able to pull out more moves out of his bag was just, I was happy to see it. They're allowing him to do more. And Penta, we already know, is amazing. He does everything. Yeah, I loved it.
Nick?
Huh?
Yeah, what do you think of the match, dog? You good?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm perfectly fine.
I'm just glad that the foolery did not cost Dom that match.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting for that too. Yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. But the match itself, off the chain, off the chain. I already knew that that Dom was on to do out there. I mean, it's in his blood. He can't help it. And I knew him being in a match with Penta that he'll bring out all the craziness, the athleticism, and all the off the chain moves. That's it's basically luchador wrestling. So anytime you get to watch something like that, it's always dope to watch. And this is a match that was good for Dom. So for the people that wasn't giving him no respect as far as like his in-ring skills, for him to wrestle a guy like that and was able to pretty much keep up with him the entire single time. Oh yeah, he was good. Wasn't no botches. It wasn't no nothing. It was a good, clean match.
And then here comes the Judgment Day and Finn's foolery. And then here comes the damn Starbucks order and helps.
John, what you think about that Starbucks order interfering in that match and pretty much Finn Balor pretending to get caught and acting surprised?
Yeah, that was all. I didn't know that was all of Finn's part of that was probably all of Finn's plan. Maybe it was botched. Maybe it wasn't.
Maybe chill.
But maybe it wasn't. But yeah, the match was fire. I mean, I'm still tripping over that suicide dive into the DDT spot. And
that was crazy.
I mean, that just shows how much growth Dom has had since he started back 5 years ago. And obviously Grande Americano gets involved. Eventually, I don't know where this is going with him and Penta and probably Chad Gable, and obviously Penta wants to get a receipt back for El Grande Americano beating Rey Fenix at WrestleMania. So I'm looking forward to see what happens, and definitely that tag match Monday with him and AJ take on Finn and JD is going to be a banger. So, and I'm glad Penta hasn't had a clean loss yet. He's shows you that he still got some. They got some big plans for him in the future. Still.
Yeah, and speaking of Finn, he's like a little sus on Saturday, but even more sus on Monday because the boy's been scheming, and this picture here shows me that any moment now, Finn is ready to pretty much stab Mysterio on the back, like he stabbed Damian Priest in the back, because this right here, Dom needs to watch his back. And the reason why I say he needs to watch his back, because for the past 2 weeks, Finn Balor has been seen in the back with one Roxanne Perez.
Roxanne.
I'm here for this.
Lord have mercy.
Is is Finn Balor trying to bring Roxanne into the group and maybe have Liv and Dom out, or is pretty much Finn is setting himself up to leave Judgment Day and form something with Roxanne? Nick, what you think, man? What do you think Finn Balor is up to as far as his Intercontinental Championship?
First and foremost, as a Finn Balor fan, I don't appreciate all this hate that he's getting right now.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
He's about to get put on Rose Court.
No, y'all over here talking about he's doing stuff intentionally. Hey, look, all this is accident. You know, I don't know what happened with that chair. You know, that was a complete accident. You know, he's been looking out for Dom all this time. He's giving them fair warnings about how people be feeling about him and everything like that. I don't know what y'all talking about. This conspiracy that Finn has something against Dom, I don't see it. I don't know what y'all talking about.
So Nick is our truth to Finn Balor. Got it.
Yeah, and since I get put on the goddamn table.
yeah. We're gonna
we'll talk about spoiler alert, we'll talk about that later. But nah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Their whole situation is it's looking very interesting. You know, it's like you said, it's just you just waiting for the one moment for it to happen. And you know, once that happens, you know it's gonna be a whole big spillover and everything. It'll be interesting to see. You know, maybe this will be the thing that puts the final nail in the coffin on the whole Judgment Day thing in itself, and they all split up and do their own little shit. But you know, I'm all for Finn trying to get a championship though. He's due, you know, to make that run again. You know, when he was, you know, I understand he made his run early, but you know, he ain't had no championship gold in a few years, and he's definitely one of those guys. If anybody deserves to get some type of push eventually over the next year, I think it should be him. Nothing against Dom. It doesn't have to even be winning the Intercontinental Championship or anything from Dom. Like some type of gold. Like there via the tag team, something. Because this dude, when he's the man, he's the man. And they did bring the demon back. But go ahead.
Yeah, we all know what's gonna happen when that's how you better not
bring back the
man panties.
You better not. Here you go.
Free the demon and bring back the man panties.
Oh God.
This is Nick's fault.
Shit.
This is Nick's fault.
My fault, y'all.
This is Nick's fault.
Man panties is absolutely hilarious, though, but yes, my fault, y'all.
Hey.
Y'all, what the hell was that?
The homegirl Dora. That was just I blame this on the homegirl Dora.
Uh-oh.
Finn needs a title run like Marvin Sapp needed that money from Damn.
Why we gotta bring it
Damn. Leave Marvin alone, man. He need this. Marvin needed this money that day. He forgot to be back in the church.
We know we never would have made it.
He probably still in the streets.
He was still starving, that's for sure. John, your thoughts on Finn Balor and I guess according to Nick, not doing anything illegally.
He's
as far
innocent.
As
All counts.
He up to something, but I don't know what it is. He up to something, man. He up to something. He done got caught talking to Roxanne twice.
Shit, I ain't mad at him. Wait, what we talking about?
He got caught talking to Roxanne twice. He up to something. I don't know what it is.
I will get something too talking about Roxanne.
Never live to get back from Tokyo. I watch my back.
Yeah, because that'd be interesting when Liv comes back. That'd be interesting when Liv comes back and he questions Finn like, so what's up with you and Roxanne? Or something along those lines or something. That'd be something.
So Angel,
Nessa, your thoughts on this theory of Liv, Dom, Finn, and Roxanne?
I'll just put out. Angel is saying that a theory can happen where Finn is using Roxanne to try to, I guess, flirt with Dominic, and then here comes Liv, pretty much right behind her, and pretty much snatches her up. And this is where we get Finn versus Roxanne. Finn and Roxanne versus Dom and Liv.
If I start seeing Roxanne speak Spanish, I'm folding.
She already has with her little segment with Stephanie. Oh, I don't.
No, I'm talking about to Dominic. If I'm Dominic, I'm gonna have to if I'm Dominic, I'm gonna have to reassess my situation here.
But if you really think about it, though, Raquel gonna allow that? She ain't gonna allow that shit.
She gonna be a hater.
She gonna pretty much.
I would tell Roxanne, hey, you got some, that's trying to get with you, but fuck that nigga. This motherfucker gonna ask her out on a date and make her pay for it.
Lito.
What's wrong, Carlito, man? Yeah, Nick. This nigga asked, tweeted out or something, asking Raquel out on a date, and was like, "You can use your credit card, and I pay you back."
Yeah.
Oh, you want to talk about
exactly.
This is the stuff that TLC was talking about in No Scrubs. Dude's giving us like
this dude has been in the industry for a long ass time, and this nigga's out now acting like a buster.
And it ain't the first time. It is not the first time. There is a different
it's not
backstage promo where he's talking about, can I use your card for the game? He asks her for her credit card to play that damn game.
This nigga trying to scam. This nigga trying to scam.
Like, sir.
Yeah, Judgment Day got nothing but man childs up in there, man. Because Yeah, Dominus Nuggets who don't know what time zones are. I mean, come on now. How do you not know that in Japan it's morning time and it's nighttime in?
I love that man, but he's being pendejo.
Yeah, that was a week.
That was hilarious.
How you not know that? That shit was hilarious. And then you got Carlito Broke Boy, trying to get a free meal. And then you got Farquaad.
Lord Farquaad.
Who is Lord Farquaad?
JD is Lord Farquaad. Lord Farquaad. You gotta put a picture. Look at them together.
I can already see it. I can already see it.
They look just alike. Like, seriously. Like brothers. Twin brothers.
Dog all chin.
He's all head.
Hey, like about 95% of his face is his chin.
Nope.
That is wild.
Mm-hmm.
The picture that you pulled up about Finn and Dom earlier, if you fast forward the little segment, you could also see the face that Dom made to Finn, because he knows that he's full of shit right now. So they're pretty much frenemies right now. They're playing. So, yeah, Dom needs to watch his back, but Dominic plays dumb, but he's not dumb. So, he has his moments, but that man is diabolical. He's a diabolical genius.
Oh no, he can see this whole Finn Balor situation happening a mile away, because he's been picking up on that for a long time now. So hopefully Liv is in his ear telling him, "Hey, watch your six, because that shit's about to get crazy."
But if they split, it's literally gonna be Finn in the Judgment Day and La Familia, and we're gonna leave it like that.
But who's gonna be in the Judgment Day?
Outside Finn Balor and whoever he brings in.
All right, I can't deal with another rendition of the Judgment Day. Like, this is gonna be like the third version of the Judgment Day. It's like they're trying to be like the Bloodline, but it's not gonna work because they're all blood related. So that's always gonna be. But another Judgment Day, nah, we can't do that, fam. Either split this group up or just kick Finn out and just have him start a whole new group with a whole new name.
Is the draft on the way?
Yeah, draft is on the way.
There we go.
The rumor is The rumor is, I saw today, the draft is happening during Tampa Takeover. Since all the brands,
I heard about that too.
Just all the brands are going to be in
if you're
Tampa.
watching,
Look at you're gonna
Angel.
stress her out. She's trying to go to NXT. She's trying to go to Saturday Night.
I'm just saying.
You gonna stress that girl out.
Hey man, you know what? I just want Angel to just go to one of those. You know what I'm saying? Because it's literally right there in her home state. So she got this.
Mhm.
But
this might be the lead up, Dalton.
Will be next Friday. The rumor that I saw. Draft will be next Friday, which will be the Friday before Saturday night's main event, and they'll conclude Monday night on Raw. Obviously in Tampa, because obviously all three brands are going to be in Tampa for this weekend.
so with that being said, are we gonna get Stephanie or are we gonna get Jordan Grace? Because now there's a rumor that Jordan Grace could be called up.
Well, I think we're
roster.
still get the match, but
yeah. But I mean, as far as the draft goes,
I think Jordan's gonna stay. Maybe stay. I think she's ready for the main roster because look, we saw what she did in TNA. We saw what she did in TNA. Stephanie she's just too hot right now to leave NXT.
I love TNA.
You're right. I mean, I agree, but just saying, just make sure you're good, man.
What?
That's you two don't.
Dog. Wait, time out. What do y'all think I'm talking about?
The wrestling company?
Yeah,
okay, cool. I want to make sure we're all on the same page because y'all are wild.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Shout out to my boy Kurt.
Yeah.
Speaking of Kurt Jr., Chad Gable went 1-on-1 with Penta, and that match was
Kurt Jr.
Hey, he's been saying that for years, man. He said it. He all he said for years that Kurt Angle should have been the one. That Chad Gable should have been the one that was Kurt's illegitimate son, not Jason Jordan.
Hey, Chad Gable is a hell of a wrestler, though. Like, on the real, he's a hell of a wrestler. Like, for sure. Like, as far as technical wrestling, he is, from somebody who used to wrestle in high school, watching him wrestle, yeah, he's a very good technical wrestler. For sure. His technique, everything
he does, Kurt Angle did that. So that's why I'm always gonna call him Kurt Jr. because that's literally Kurt Jr. But him and Penta had a war on Monday night, which was a banger of a match. Penta ultimately won that match.
Mm-hmm.
But this whole Judgment Day, Chad Gable, Grande Americana. This is going to wind up bringing in not Penta, but Ray Phoenix via this draft.
Yes.
I need to see Penta and Ray versus Chad and the damn Starbucks order.
No, they pulled that shit up. I'm going to die laughing.
Who the heck is going to do? Hey, man. Who the heck is going to do El Grande Americano if that happens?
They've already pulled a stun double. They've already pulled that stun double.
Yeah, but that was just someone in the back getting arrested. I'm talking about in the ring.
They had some dude in the Grande Americano match get arrested.
Man, y'all need to show up. They got the same person. Y'all need to chill.
Man, I don't know about that. I don't know how they do that.
Pull that shit up. I'm going to die laughing.
Hey, dog, he's over there in Mexico doing a tour right now, dog. You need to chill out.
Exactly.
Y'all funny. I still think
he do a tour already. He do a tour already. Watch the cartel get to him.
Him being the speed title on Cinco de Mayo is all types of.
No, that was
that shit's all hell funny.
Sir,
hilarious.
No.
That shit is.
You know what's funny? Hey, on the real though, that whole concept of them redoing that because they redo this every 10 to 15 years it seems like, and to be honest with you, every single time they do it, it's better and better. Each time they have a person redo this, it gets better and better. It's more entertaining. What Chad Gable is doing with this character right now is absolutely hilarious because every time it's like everything about it is just so funny. He's very entertaining. He's definitely baby Kurt Angle. He's definitely baby Kurt Angle.
Him
It
Trey.
was awful, Dalton. Yeah.
Gracias. Gracias.
Who's a better wrestler between Chad Gable and Shelton Benjamin?
Shelton.
Oh, Shelton.
I don't say that. I don't say that. I know I said that pretty fast, but Shelton, man. Shelton.
Look, I give Shelton the edge right now because of the experience. But oh man,
that is not that far behind. Pause.
Nah, he's
not that
he's
far
not.
away. I'm telling you, that's Kurt Jr. Damn it.
Yeah, and he can. I think that if they gave him a push, he'll be able to deal with it better than Shelton Benjamin did when he got his first push. I think that he'll be able to handle it better. I think his character is just more entertaining.
Man.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, when it comes to this wrestling, Shelton Benjamin ain't no joke.
Nope.
Yeah, he hurts people.
just ask his mama.
Huh?
We're not doing that. We're not doing that, man.
Relax, man.
We're not doing that, man. Shout out to Thea, but we ain't doing that.
Yeah, I want to say, yeah, shout out to Thea. Yeah, we ain't doing that. You need to chill. So what the hell is she doing up on here?
Dude, I grew up watching her sitcom. I'm like, why they got her playing Shelton Benjamin? I'm like, what?
Yeah, that ain't gonna work on black folks. You know who you are.
Yeah.
But the white folks didn't.
Oh my god.
They didn't know who the fuck she was. They thought that was just for real.
Yeah. Oh, my bad. I mean,
like we didn't watch Comic View. Come on, now.
Hey, man, you think they watch Comic View?
I mean, Comic View. Yo, no, remember Thea used to be on Comic View.
No, I thought this said The View. I said, who the hell is going on Z View?
Oh, no, I said Comic View.
Thea
it's
can
like,
go
dog.
on View. Thea can go on View. She get the show canceled.
Shit. Yeah.
Good ratings, but she'll get the show canceled.
Yeah, she off the chain.
But anywho, now there's this is something that Nessa's probably not gonna like, but she wants to get over because all former champions will always get their rematches. And that is the issue with Rock. It was this tag team match between Roxanne and Julia versus Io Sky and one Rhea Ripley, which even Nessa had to admit that match was a fucking banger for a main event.
It was. I will give them all that.
But at the end of that match, Rhea Ripley made it clear that she wants that gold back. And at the end of the show, it was like a WWE exclusive. She's like, I will defend this title. So we're going to get Rhea and Io probably at Saturday night's main event, I'm assuming. That's where she gets a rematch once and for all. And I'm pretty sure Io is still in this match. Because now Io and Julia, they would have some chemistry in the encounters that they had. So I can easily see Julia having a storyline with Io for the Women's World Championship.
That right there.
Yeah, well, get over it because everybody comes back for a rematch. That's how it goes. But that doesn't mean Rhea's gonna win. Yes, she doesn't get a rematch, but it doesn't mean she's winning. And I don't think she's gonna win. I think Io's somehow gonna pull this off.
Io's gonna keep her
Rhea hasn't beaten her.
Io is gonna keep her streak.
Which is going to be interesting because do they really have Io beat her again, or will Rhea finally get her comeuppance and, finally get that title back for what, a fourth time, third time?
No.
Or does Bianca get involved?
Well, Bianca's on SmackDown, so I don't see that happening. Well, I mean the draft.
Shit, what that mean?
Yeah, that's
What did she do before?
She shouldn't be doing nothing right now with that finger.
Well,
Jesus.
According to Angel, that means if that's gonna be the case, then Liv might get involved. Because apparently she's getting some kind of push when she gets back from filming her movie. So we might see.
You might have to watch her back.
We might get Livy 2 belts.
Back.
Hey, Dalton asked a question. Who wins in their prime, World Greatest Tag Team or American Alpha?
World's Greatest Tag Team. Oh, wait. Yeah.
Charlie Austin, Shelton Benjamin versus Jordan Chagger. Yeah, it's America's World's Greatest Tag Team.
It's the World Greatest Tag, yeah. Not even close.
Now,
nothing against them, but
World's Greatest Tag Team. Maybe say American Alpha and American Made, the Creed brothers. That's a different story.
Yeah,
the World's Greatest Tag.
John might hate the school they went to, but them boys can wrestle.
That's all I think about them. They went to the other school in North Carolina, but otherwise they can go.
Let's hate.
This one could be it. Julia can interferes.
Hey, John, say how you usually say it.
F Duke, man. What Duke?
No, say how you usually say it.
Oh.
Not Dookie.
They went to Duke.
Yeah.
Hey, that shit funny. Hey, John, funny when you do that.
That shit sound like so much hate. They went to Duke.
Oh, Duke. It's gonna be a blue devil. It's like the blue devil. What are you talking about?
Dookie.
Oh, I want to be a blue devil.
Hey man, they had the best scholarship. Probably. Who knows? They had the best scholarship. Who knows? But pretty much the next thing we're gonna talk about is pretty much the theme of the show because my guy.
Look at this one.
Our guy.
Wait.
Yeah. Listen, you know what? I would say that as long as Naomi's not in there.
Right.
If
There's
Naomi's
the dilemma.
in there,
there's the dilemma.
If Naomi's in there, she has my vote and she should win because that'll tie into this whole big three bullshit. I'm just saying.
Pretty much.
Because it looks like Jay is gonna beat well no, Jay lost to Nia, but eventually she's gonna get that shot with Tiffany.
Oh, that mercy.
It's gonna be this Jade versus
I know
Tiffany.
Nick, right?
No, Nia versus Tiffany, then Nia versus Jade, and then Naomi cashes in on Jade.
And hopefully by that time Bianca Belair will be back. And we can have Jade versus Bianca. Have Jay versus Bianca and then have Naomi cash in, pretty much like the Shield.
Hey.
Hey,
true.
Yeah.
Hey, if Jade would have licked me the way she licked Naomi, boy, I would have changed my clothes.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
I said, Jesus Christ.
And y'all started even telling me stuff.
I would have folded with the quickness.
Man, look. I've been watching that clip so many times it made no sense.
How many times have you watched this? Yes.
Yeah, the answer is yes. Oh shit, that's funny. Yep.
But yeah, our guy, the world heavyweight champion, Jey Uso's a wanted man as of late because he has it out. Gunther still has it out for him. I mean, he's pretty much saying he wants his championship back.
Mm-hmm.
So ain't no telling when that's now. He said he has the winner of him and Logan Paul after Saturday night's main event. He said that following Monday Night Raw, I got next.
The Raw with the Money in the Bank.
That's a good angle.
The Raw with the Money in the Bank.
Yeah. So he said he got next, and then that ain't even over. And then you still got Seth Rollins pretty much put in Jey Uso on blast that he wants the World Heavyweight Championship, and he has a dog that pretty much he let him loose. Pause. Who did that? Who the fuck did that?
Huh?
What the hell was that?
Who did that?
Damn dogs around here, man. Dogs are strays over here, bro.
Oh, okay.
All right. Cool.
It wasn't my dog.
Yeah, no, we know because Hulk Hogan's not on TV. That's why we already know it's not your dog.
Hey, yo!
Hey, he's right though, because as soon as that man popped up on the
every
TV,
time that Hulk Hogan beer commercial comes on the TV, them dogs start barking, and them dogs be quiet the entire time.
Those are good dogs.
It wouldn't have cost you money. I told them to piss on the TV.
Yep.
Yeah.
I can't stand Hulk Hogan.
Oh, wait to calling out names. Oh, wait to calling out names, Nick.
But yeah, so and then Seth Rollins pretty much sicked Braun Breaker on Jey Uso. So Jey Uso got his ass whooped in the back by Braun Breaker. So this guy is out, and plus he made the save earlier in the day with punking Sami Zayn. So the man is pretty much in every direction so badly. So it's like, Nick, I'm gonna start with you.
Yes.
Where do you think Jey Uso's head is at, man? Because this man has a target on his back.
Welcome to being a WWE champion during the early to mid 2000s. This is what it looks like. You got a target on your back, and everybody wants a championship, and they don't care what they have to do. You're going to get attacked. Everything is going to happen to you. The target is huge on your back, especially when you are a person like Jey Uso who has the crowd behind him. He's super over. His matches are going to be popular. If you have a good match with him, it's a great chance of it helping you your career getting put over or something like that. If you're on the come up, or if you're already established, it's just one more notch to add to your belt. So he's the man right now. Even outside of the champion, it's the guy that he's selling some of the most merch. When his entrance, everybody goes crazy. It's top three. Excuse me, in the industry, when he appears, everybody's going crazy. There's not too many people that's going to get a bigger pop than him when he appears. The haters online talk all this craziness about him, but the moment he appears inside the ring, it's the complete opposite of whatever the hell bullshit they talking about. This dude he's the man, and he got that target on your back. Where he's going to go with this, I don't know. I think this is ultimately going to end up being a fatal four-way somewhere down the line.
Yep.
Because I honestly think that Gunther's going to get involved in his match against with Paul to make sure that he goes against Jey Uso.
That's a good point, because Gunther does get his match on that Monday Night Raw after Money in the Bank. But does Gunther win? Because rumor has it that match is setting up between him and Goldberg coming up in Saudi.
We're finally gonna get Goldberg. Damn.
So we finally get Goldberg after Money in the Bank.
I mean, whenever it happens, it happens. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have liked for it to happen this past Saturday. But it would have been too predictable because everybody was expecting it to happen this past Saturday. So I understand why. So whenever it happens, it's gonna cause a big pop because everybody wants to see it. Everybody wants to see Goldberg do his last match ever since they first heard about it. No matter whether you like him or not, you want to see how this last match is going to go. So we'll see. That's interesting. That's an interesting take right there. I don't know what they're going to do with as far as when they bring him in, but I'm all for it.
John, your thoughts on pretty much Jey Uso being American Most Wanted right now on the Red Brand?
Main event. Jey Uso. Watch your effing back. What are you doing? That's twice. That's 2 straight weeks They done caught you sleeping. Like, you got to keep your head on the swivel, like Nick said, when you're the world heavyweight champion. Because you got targets coming from this direction, from that direction, north, south, east, west. They're for you, bro. You got to know that now. You're a man. You're your own man now. There's no Roman. There's no Jimmy. There's no Solo. Obviously, you still got Sammy around, and I guess we'll see CM Punk because obviously y'all natural hatred towards Seth and Paul Heyman, but you're your own man now. You're your own entity, and you gotta protect yourself at all times. Because just like we saw last week, you high-fiving the fans, you get sucker punched by Logan Paul. You're walking back after you had your confrontation with Gunther, and then Braun Breaker probably just speared you to death in the middle of the backstage area. Watch your effing back and be prepared for anything come Monday night when you step in the ring with the badass.
Yep. Nessa, your thoughts on our world heavyweight champion? Pretty much, Paul is spreading himself thin right now, being everywhere. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it.
Look, the fact that Gunther was trying to stand there and say that he don't fit as champion, like, what are you looking at, sir? I think he fits perfectly fine as champion. Like Nick said, he's super over. The crowd loves him, so the fact that he has this target on his back, I think, is a compliment to him. Mm-hmm. Because if he wasn't, I mean, not everyone's gonna want to fight him, want the gold.
Yeah. And like Nick said, we haven't seen something like this in years. As far as having one champion having so many targets on his back, so it's like it looks good. On like the dude comes out dripped and gold. He basically changed his entire wardrobe kind of when he comes out now. Now he's like the gold glasses. Dude's wearing white beaters now, so it's like
he's the champion.
He's accepting that role as champ very, very, very well. But I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead, though.
No, I think him, like I said, it's a compliment to him. And he definitely needs to watch his back. Just like John said, he needs to keep his head on a swivel. And the fact that he's been caught slipping already, it's kind of like, what are you doing? You need to make sure, and it's not even just with that, with Sammy, he needs to watch his back at all times with anybody and everybody. Because they all want the title.
Yeah.
They all want that smoke with him. So I think Logan Paul. Huh?
No, go ahead. I'll address what I saw after your take about Logan Paul. Your favorite.
He has Logan Paul coming for him. And no. Nick, no. Logan Paul, Gunther, Seth, and Braun Breaker. Without anyone knowing about it, Braun Breaker is coming for that title too.
What the did?
You shut the fuck up, all of you. All of you. I can't stand any of you.
I was wondering how long before that guy referenced on this show. It took an hour and 19
minutes. Of course it'd be Nick.
It was a perfect time for the reference. That was crazy. That was a perfect time for the reference. Sorry, Nessa.
What the D? It's funny. No, but yeah, Dalton.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, Dalton brought up a good point. He said Sammy's gonna turn heel at Saturday night's main event.
I said that. Remember? I said that in the group chat. I said, "Dog, it's on its way. You can see it."
He also said this.
Oh, yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah, I mean, I
that's
kind of
exactly
got that.
that's exactly what I said.
Time ago. Yeah.
So he's officially gonna just say fuck it and go on Seth's side.
So he's probably gonna wait. He's gonna wait until after Jay beats Logan Paul because we all unanimously agree that Logan Paul is not winning the World Heavyweight Championship.
No. He better not. He better not.
That tag match has to be
He's too over.
He better not. Let's just put it like that.
And let me take Dog for an extra step. Sammy joins with Seth, Breaker, and Heyman. Punk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. There's only one person left that got to come to save the day.
And that is the OTC.
Mm-hmm. Like I said,
be in the summer.
Punk's gonna get his first. Punk's gonna get the first shot at Seth. He misses, and while we're in the architecture, I got a feeling we're gonna hear that drum, and the roof of the Intuit Dome is gonna go. It's gonna blow off. There it is. There it is. Coach of Class Townhouse Media Takeover.
I'm telling y'all, I feel bad for the guys. I'm just gonna put it like that. I feel bad for John and I feel bad for Trell.
Listen.
And me and Angel.
Don't feel bad for me. I'm the one who told you guys to come out here.
It ain't gonna be the first time I heard a woman yelling.
But,
so don't.
John.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
I'm sorry.
Jonathan.
No.
John.
This is a sick Negro.
That was crazy.
No. and I thought my intuition thoughts were bad. No.
but he wants everybody about me. That's crazy.
Yeah. Thank you. Hey, Nick. Hey, Nick. What we always say when John gets what do we always say when John gets a fresh fade?
Oh yeah.
This is true.
Yeah. It's fresh cut Johnny.
He's just acting out now.
Yep.
Hey, that's good. The more than 5 days already. Hey.
Wild out Wednesday.
This boy, my guy, crazy man. Excuse Eastside John. Let me find out if that girl is in the comment section. Who the hell keeps doing that?
You fire that sound one more time. Hers in the comment section?
Oh, beloved.
Nope. Nick, don't you dare.
That's if you only knew who Beloved was. But anyway, all right. So before we get to some official business later, one more thing I want to cover, and that's from the brand of NXT, and history is going to be made in a couple of weeks in Tampa, and that is TNA heavyweight champ Joe Hendry.
Whoop that trick.
And Trick Williams.
Whoop that trick.
They had a contract signing for the Hollywood Trick Williams. No, he didn't say Hollywood Trick Williams. He just said Hollywood Trick. Now take that as you want. But
tricky trick.
Pretty much, Joe Hendry brought up a good point during his contract signing. He said that Trick Williams doesn't have a clear path back to the NXT title because he lost to Open Fame already, or he lost pretty much any chance of getting that title back. If he loses to Joe Hendry, he's not going to have a shot at TNA Gold. So if Trick Williams loses, which I'm assuming he probably won't, but if he does, is this the call-up that we've been waiting for? Ness, I'm going to ask you, if Trick Williams loses to Joe Hendry, could this be the call up that we've been waiting since basically a few months now?
Since he lost the title?
Yeah.
I want to say yes, but I'm scared for him to get called up just because I don't want them to just for him to get lost in the shuffle. Like,
right.
Him staying catering, them have nothing for him to do. Like,
So pretty much, this could be history in the making. Yeah. Do you think Trick Williams is going to be the first one to cross that line?
Yes.
And win Joe Hendry's championship?
Yes. And just because we talked about this already, about him being injured.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to take that title off of him. They're going to give it a Trick. That way he can go ahead and get whatever surgery he needs to get done or physical therapy, whatever he needs to do to rest, get better, and come back. And then, maybe he wins his championship back. Maybe that's where Trick, finally goes up. But if he doesn't and Trick loses and he does end up going to the main roster, again, I hope that they don't fuck it up.
Right. All right. John, this is basically brand supremacy on the line, and Trick has everything to lose on this match. How you like my guy's odds going into Battleground?
I think he got something up his sleeve, and he's gonna walk out of Battleground with the TNA World Title, and he's really embracing. He's finding himself in this heel role. When he came out and said that he was bigger than NXT, he was bigger than TNA combined, calling himself Hollywood Trick. Oh, I know. Oh, Hollywood Trick, huh? You just having to show up on the season finale of All American. Now you're Hollywood Trick. I see what you're doing there, Mr. Williams. Oh, Hollywood Trick. You're wearing the vest with no. You're wearing the open vest showing off your 6-pack. Wearing the leather jeans, the designer from the Italian designer. Wearing the fancy boots. Huh? Where have I seen this before?
The fancy boots.
Smell.
You smell something?
What the rock?
Smell it?
It's cooking.
Smell it? This is Trickwood. This is Shawn Michaels bringing back Hollywood Rock in the image of Trick Williams. And the way he was talking on that promo last night, he's just getting started. He's going to win this title from Joe Hendry, and I think Joe Hendry gets put on ice for a minute, no pun intended, to heal his shoulder, and he is going to go full black hat between NXT and TNA as the world champ, as Hollywood Trick Williams. Dang Hollywood Hogan, we gonna see Hollywood Trick Willie, and it is going to be a masterpiece of heel work that this young brother does with the creative mind of one Shawn Michaels.
Hey,
are you okay?
I'm gonna need you to not say Hollywood Trick Willie again, sir. Yeah.
I know what I meant. Come on, I can't say Hollywood Trick, and then that would have been derogatory towards women. So I mean,
why do women gotta be trick? Yep.
That was the first thing people thought.
Yep.
The first thing people would have thought. You call women Hollywood Trick. Yep. Like, hey, come on now.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Trick Williams.
This has been the last and final episode of Sports for You Wrestling. Thank y'all for pulling up and but we'll see if Nick does come back, and if he does, we get his thoughts on Trick and Joe Hendry. But now
definitely
it's time.
That is the real question.
And then we get a Joe Hendry concert next week, and a Trick
and
Williams
a rap. and a rap show. So we're gonna see him.
We got a whole concert. Got it.
Yeah,
That
it's gonna be a
that just shows me
good
he's
go home
embracing
show.
this Hollywood rock persona for the whoop that trick movement. So let's get it going.
He get on camera
Whoop
now. Now
that
he wants
trick.
to put on. Now he wants to put on
Whoop
shows.
that
I see
trick.
what's going on here.
Mhm.
I see exactly, John. I see exactly what's going on here.
Yeah.
But what's going on now is it's that time of the evening. We're gonna introduce a new segment, but we're gonna do that after calling out names. So John, if you will, sir, get us started on the calling out names.
Ladies and gentlemen, final segment of the night, but we got a little surprise for you, courtesy of the OTC. This what up, Bella? This
Bella!
segment imitated, never
Hey,
duplicated.
fellas.
Brick City is in the house. Canada is in the house. The West Coast, the East Coast, Dirty South is in the house. People in the wrestling world say stuff that need to be called out for, and we gotta shout people out for stuff they do good. But we gotta call people out first. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for calling out names, and your boy Main Event John Watts is gonna lead this segment off. And I gotta start off with a guy who shares my first name, but he's really making it look bad. That is one Jonathan Coachman. Jonathan Coachman.
Oh shit.
On his podcast, talking about the releases. Shout out to Texas in the building.
You already know, Dalton, Texas in the building.
Right now,
So Nick
and Nick.
We got Texas is well represented every Wednesday night, every Monday night. But Jonathan Coachman,
already know.
It's on his podcast recently talking about the releases like we did last week, but then had the nerve to talk about one of our favorites.
Oh.
This man said that.
I got it.
Go ahead. Hit it, OTC. Hit it, OTC.
She's washed up. She's boring. She's nothing. She's nothing anymore.
Disagree.
What does she bring to the table? What does Bailey? If you dropped Bailey off the roster today, what would we lose?
You could say that about a lot of people.
No. I didn't ask about a lot of people. I asked about Bailey. I also agree with the Jesus. He says she's been boring since day freaking one. There are certain superstars, and when I was in the WWE for 13 years, there would be certain people, and she'd be one of them, that you'd walk around backstage going, how in the world is she winning the Royal Rumble? Or how in the world is he doing that? To me, I've never, and I think she's a very sweet person, but there's a lot of sweet people. But I just don't think she's ever sold a ticket.
Let me say this to one Jonathan Coachman. First off, you're making the Jonathan brand look bad with that take. And let me say this. I'm seeing a lot of this lately where we're putting down Bailey. None of us like what happened to her at WrestleMania.
Nope.
None of us. But now I'm seeing all this talk. Oh, she sucks. They could have got rid of her, saying that she's only there because she's one of the 4 horsewomen. I had a discussion. I was talking to my boy Polo yesterday in the chat. We was DMing yesterday. He brought me this clip where this guy. So I don't know if I do on the IWC was, but he was saying LA Knights of Mid Carter. Jimmy's better than Jay. He's just not in shape. Naomi sucks. Bailey should be fired. She's just only there because she's one of the 4 horsewomen. What are y'all talking about?
Fuck?
What are you talking about? I sent the clip to you, Trevor. I'll send it to you after the show. It ticked me off. But let me say this
Oh,
about.
no, it's not in the group chat.
Yeah, it's that one. Let me say, but let me say specifically on the Bailey part from Jonathan Coachman. He's wrong. And I'm saying this: what Bailey brings, you can't teach. You can't teach the intangibles Bailey brings. Now, do I think she can go to someplace else? And my man Polo was saying she could go to someplace else and kill. Of course, but I don't have faith that people will really appreciate her in other companies because I see what's going on with Mercedes. That made me doubt how women, and I'm not sure how other superstars leave. And it's not just, a WWE thing. I just think some people are built to be lifers. I think she's one of those who's built to be a WWE lifer. If she was to leave when her contract expires in the next year and a half, I'll be sad, but I will always remember her for who she is, a talented individual who helped try to get a lot of young girls over in the business. But let's not say that she sucks and all that other crap. That's just wrong.
Yeah.
That man can sit and rotate.
That's
That's
my number one. My number two, Ricochet.
Oh,
So if y'all didn't see last week, Ricochet got into a little Twitter sparring match with Javon Evans. So this all started because Ken tweeted out how good Javon Evans was doing during that Battle Royal. We all know that spot that, with him and with Super Sean Legacy, and we'll see what happens. And now we know what's going to happen Tuesday on NXT. Them two and Ashanti Diadonis are in a triple threat match, possibly to be the number one contender for the North American title. But Ricochet comes out and says in the quote, and it was tongue in cheek, he would squash Javon Evans. Javon Evans went total ether. And if you follow certain people in the IWC who know him from growing up in North Carolina, they said that wasn't Javon Evans. That was Jay Malachi, who he was on the indie circuit, who he was coming up from Greensboro, North Carolina. And he clearly doesn't forget about his indie roots, as you saw last night on NXT. He was in NXT. He had matches on AEW Dark. So I think he knows a little something about Tony Khan. Now, let me say this. I thought it was all jokes with him and Ricochet. I thought it was all fun. The whole crackhead thing, I guarantee Sean talked to him like, funny, I understand, but slow it down, young fella. And people was like, he got to slow down. He's 20. You're going to burn bridges and this and that. I'm like, man, can we stop? He ain't burning no bridges. Because clearly Tony Khan didn't even respond to it. So clearly Tony Khan's not even thinking about it. But he'll learn. That's my number two. And my final calling out name is for Charlotte Flair. So Charlotte Flair Friday had to say the most blasphemy thing I thought has ever come out of her mouth. She said, and I'm assuming she's kayfabing, that her match with Tiffany Stratton was the greatest match in women's match in WrestleMania history. Newsflash, Queenie, that wasn't even your greatest match in WrestleMania history. Nick, what the hell, dog?
Nicholas.
Dog, ain't no way. And he leaves. Wow. Anyway.
Trump saying that was the greatest women's match in NXT in women's WrestleMania history, women's match in WrestleMania. Stop. That wasn't even your greatest women's match. Come on now.
I personally think she just said that because she had that grin on her face when she said it.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, come on, Charlotte.
So that's what I'm like, I don't think she really meant that. But
that's why I think she was kayfabing. I was like, come on, Charlotte.
Whether she meant it or not, it still shouldn't have been said.
I'm like, come on.
This is facts.
That wasn't even your greatest match. Charlotte, I mean, that was a match with you and two ladies named Sasha and Becky I could think about. I want to be honest, and I'm selfish. I think me and the OTC was at your greatest match in WrestleMania history. You and Rhea Ripley tore the house down in SoFi WrestleMania Saturday 2 years ago. Do not tell me your match with Tiffany Stratton was one of the greatest matches, whether you're saying it for real or you kayfabing. I don't want to hear that. Yep. And that's all my calling out names.
That exactly. Full of shit.
Nessa, you got anybody for our show that you want to call out that you didn't get a chance to say on Humble Roses?
Well, we kind of talked about it a little earlier, but I was gonna call out Carlito.
Oh, please do.
Theolito.
From a woman's point of view, please do.
Theolito, I love you, but come on, sir. What kind of shit is that? How are you gonna sit there and be like, yeah, let's go get something to eat? Like, you gonna ask her out, but tell her you can pay. I'll pay you back. Like, really? Sir, that is not how you approach things. To be nice about it. And then again, it's not the first time he's done it. And you gonna sit there and ask her for the second time for her credit card. Like, what are we doing here? We're you acting broke and thirsty at the same time. Like, that's not cute. That's not cute at all.
Just Raquel was starting to be a little nicer and actually stand next to Carlito for longer than 2 seconds, he says he just talked himself out
Exactly,
of a
Lena.
Tahana
That's
bomb.
not cool. Look.
He talked himself out of a Tahana bomb.
And if it was the fact that she even posted about should I, do you think he would pay me back? Like,
y'all remember Martin when he was in court and he asked Tommy was on the stand and Tommy had the phone book and he had the GTD next to certain women's numbers.
Raquel, hold on. Raquel, seriously, Mamacita, why?
Mm-hmm. She asked that question.
Why would you even ask the American public? You know damn well. No, you should not.
If he would pay her back. And that is just them storytelling of her actually growing a soft spot for him.
I'm telling you.
He's he's wearing her down. And then he's fucking her up all at the same time.
Like Steve Urkel and Laura Winslow, he's wearing her down. Like and it's like, man, you gotta bring your A game, champ.
But exactly, if you're wearing her down, you're supposed to be the cool guy, and then you sound like a whole scrub, a whole ass scrub.
What are you saying, John, about Martin?
I remember that before Martin had to go to court, and he had Tommy on the witness stand, and Tommy had the phone book. He had the
John,
GTD.
Don't do that. John, don't do that.
Well, let me finish. And we all know what GTD stood for. I guarantee
everybody on Valentine's Day.
Raquel has Carlito's number in her phone book. and next to Carlito's name is going to be DGTD.
Didn't get the job. Didn't get the draws.
Didn't get the draws. Doesn't get the draws. Do not get the draws.
He's definitely not. Not the way he's acting. He is not.
That's a funny thing. That is so funny because I remember on Valentine's Day, I was telling every homegirl I knew, I was a happy GTD day. They were like, what does that mean?
That shit was hilarious.
They're like, what does GTD mean? I'm like, get the draws. Oh, yeah. All right. So, pretty much.
Sir, do better. Carlito.
Yes, be better. Be better.
Senor
I've been hyping you up. Asking Raquel to give you a shot. I was going to hype you up again at Money in the Bank weekend, asking her to give you a shot. And you fucking up, man. You fucking it up, man.
And my second calling out, and it again, I've been saying this and they're going to say it. Netflix, get your shit together.
Oh boy, I know where this is going.
Get your shit together. I am tired of these fucking commercials, especially during good ass matches. Like, one commercial is fine. 2 small little fucking commercials is fine. But a whole 3 to 4 minute for a commercial? Come on. Get it together.
Right? That shit's irritating.
And I don't pay for commercials. So I shouldn't get the fucking commercials.
You get no ads. Nick, you got anybody for calling my names?
Yeah, fuck the commercials.
I got these stupid ass some of these wrestling podcast people that complain about every damn thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like, no, y'all are so freaking annoying. Like, y'all just be complaining about anything. Shouldn't even make sense. Y'all complaining about people getting over. You complain about this. You complain about that. It's like, oh my God, just shut up. It gets annoying. Like, it's just like even the stuff that they complain about, it's like nitpicking stuff. It's like, come on, man, just sit back and enjoy it. Crazy pause.
But my quick call on names, I just thought of it right now that I should have brought up before. What's I just had his name. He's in AEW. Triple H told him that he was afraid of the grind of working the WWE schedule.
The aerial assassin.
Yeah, him. I forgot his name already. Shit.
Will Ospreay.
What was his name?
Will Ospreay. Will.
Triple H told Ospreay when Ospreay chose to sign with AEW that he was afraid of the grind of the WWE schedule. Apparently, that's been living in his head rent free for all these months, going on to a year, because every which way he finds a way to take a shot at WWE. His latest comment, he said that no one on the WWE roster can outwork him or anyone else on the AEW roster. And pretty much that AEW was superior to WWE.
What?
I'm like, and shout out to Tig for bringing up this point. Ticket sales, merch sales, viewership, the numbers don't lie. It all says WWE is far more superior than AEW. So I get you want to rep your brand, but dog, you took that comment a little too serious and too personal, because you letting that get to you every week. You want to come out on the internet and start bashing WWE. It's like, obviously you felt some type of way, because maybe it is true. And the only reason why you guys wrestle more, because y'all don't give a damn about entertainment and story and proper storylines. You guys are just circus people. You just go out there and just act. Do moves.
Monkeys. Circus monkeys. I said they're circus monkeys. You better stop. You better stop. You better stop. You better stop.
Whoa.
You better quit your shit.
But yeah,
I have trial on calling out names, and I'm gonna keep it like that.
Oh,
that's hilarious.
Okay, Monica, whatever you say. But
good.
Anyway. But yeah, Ospreay, get together, my man. Focus on your brand. Just worry about, elevating AEW to where it should be, where it should have been already, and stop worrying about WWE, because they're fine without you. They're not even worried about you. They don't even mention you. Don't even breathe your name. So keep that name out of your mouth. Right. Now, I do have a new segment. We're officially retiring the shout outs portion of Sports4U Wrestling. So now we have a whole new segment called We Acknowledge, which pretty much we want to give love and acknowledgement to everyone that brings positivity to the world of professional wrestling, and give them some love for saying some positive stuff. So the first person I got is one Thunder Rosa, La Mera herself. She has been vocal about the women's division, period, in professional wrestling. And this is what she had to say when Alexa Bliss made her return last week on SmackDown.
Bro, give them their space. Like, come on. Like, you really have to put them on a tag match with the champion, with a new crown champion? Like, trying to get back in the game. And they're like, we're going to throw you with, with Selena Vega. I think it will be a great idea. Cool. Yeah, it is TV time. I get it. Stop doing this to the women's division. In general, give the women the respect they deserve. We all work so hard to be in the shows and to have meaningful storylines and to have meaningful matches. And we will work as far as we can to make it work. Allow us to do that. Don't do that to the champions. Don't do that to someone who's, like you were saying, she's a veteran there. She has great history. She's been a top merch seller.
I was listening to that interview in real time with her. That was Saturday on Busted Open with her and Denise Salcedo. I was listening to that while I was, on my way to work, and then while I was on my route to my delivery. She couldn't have said it any better.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we've been vocal on this show about, and the Humble Roses podcast, they also been vocal about how the women's division has been booked, the storylines they got on this, whether it's AEW, WWE, they can do better. And I kind of agree. Like, you bring Alexa Bliss back and you just team her up with the United States champion. It's like, why? So it's like, we got nothing for you, so let's just put you in this match. And who knows if we see Alexa Bliss again? Because the last time they brought her back, we didn't see her again until the Elimination Chamber. She comes out of the Elimination Chamber. We didn't see her again for another month or so. So I get it, and I do applaud Thunder Rosa because she's always been vocal about women's wrestling for years now, and she's right. They work so hard to have better storylines and stuff like that, and not everyone's getting the storyline that they should get.
Nick,
your thoughts on Nick, your thoughts on Thunder Rosa?
What's the name of that podcast again?
Bust it open. Relax.
And there it is.
And John Belfort.
So does he know about that? Oh wait, no. Never mind.
I thought John said something else. I had to verify. I'm so glad he said that and not what I thought he said. I'm about to say this is a whole different podcast, if that's the name of that
Bust
podcast.
it open, Nick. Bust it open. I know.
You thought John was on his plus? On his plus?
Hey, bro, I'm about to say,
BUSTED, not BUSTEIT.
John, you ain't got to spell it. We got it.
I ain't even gonna tell you what I really thought Nick said, but that's a whole nother conversation. Back to you, OTC.
Man. And, but yeah, your thoughts, Netza, pretty much Thunder Rosa's speech.
I agree 1000%. It's like, and they do this often. Like, you're not doing anything. Let's throw you in a random ass match because we need to fill. Oh, okay. Let's have separate women's matches. Let's just throw y'all all together in this big old match for some TV time. Y'all want TV time? Like, at this point, it's like, Polly want a cracker? Like, really? And it's ridiculous, and it's getting to that ridiculous point because, like she said, Alexa Bliss is, this iconic person, and for her to come back and then just be in this, she's in the Royal Rumble, she's in the chamber, disappears, and then comes back, and you put her in some random ass match with Selena Vega, like, really?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, Jess.
Just in the building, get your podcast announced.
And it's sad
but,
because, again, this is not the first time.
That's not. Go ahead, Nessa. My bad.
No, that was it.
Oh. And one more person I want to acknowledge is our guy from the New Day, well, formerly of the New Day, and that's one Big E, who also spoke up on the women in professional wrestling. And let's hear his thoughts on the.
Exactly, Jackie. Thank you for saying that, Biggie.
Yeah,
because even Mickey James just got into this with actually a female interviewer talking to her about her age. Is she ready to retire? Is she ready this? What do you mean, is she ready to retire? She's in her prime. But they're not asking a male wrestler that. These men are over here in their 60s, 70s, still trying to wrestle. And yet, the 35, 37, 40, that's old? So they got to retire? Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, and there is a double standard when it comes to that, because Trish Stratus is young, but she's like in like early 40s, if I'm not mistaken. Like she's very young, and she proved that at Trish Stratus.
Right now.
Think so. I think she's like in her early 40s. Let me find out.
Oh no, she's older than that. Hold on. No, you go.
Let's find out.
Nikki James in her 40s.
Yeah, for
Nikki
sure.
in her late
No,
40s.
we're not talking about Mickey
late
James.
40s.
I'm not talking about
Chris?
Mickey James.
Trish?
Oh, not my bad. She's 49. She's 49.
She's
I'm sorry. She's 49.
He's 49.
Yeah,
But to Nessa's point that that her being 49
Exactly.
and she still kicked ass when she came back on her run, when she had that run with Trish Stratus. Her best match in that steel cage was off the charts. So I agree. It's like the female's age should be looked at the same way as the males. Like they said, Randy Orton was talking about doing another 5 years. They should already be asking Randy Orton, "Hey, are you ready to retire?"
Mm-hmm.
He should have been asking that. He should have been asked that question 10 years ago if you want to think about it.
Exactly.
So it's like, let these women shine. If they can go, let them go. Let them go.
I agree.
Nessa, you got anyone you want to acknowledge?
No.
Good answer. Nick, anybody want to
And
acknowledge?
delicious, respectfully.
And delicious. What?
Huh?
Oh, I was sorry.
What?
I was beating.
You ain't acknowledge somebody's delicious. Yo, it's
Right.
just that's what. Just. Shout out to Get Your Podcast, boy. Just obviously Mark with Mike's affiliate. That's wild.
But yeah, Nick, you got anybody you want to acknowledge before we get up out of here?
Yes. I need for everybody to acknowledge the motherfucking GOAT, Triple H. God damn it. Put some respect on that man's name.
Yep.
They be damning his name too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. When it comes to ladies, but overall, put some respect on the man's name. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, but shit. 2-time Booker of the Year,
You know
That's
what?
right.
I want to acknowledge Randy Orton. He did an amazing job on Saturday.
All right.
I'll leave it like that. And I'll leave it like that.
I'm gonna do mine before she starts taking this off the rail. I want to acknowledge Bayley for taking out a lot of the released superstars for dinner. And I don't think she now, if you know her, she would have did that whether they were under contract or not. So I want to acknowledge Bayley for doing that. These contracts are forever, and obviously she took them to the nicest steakhouse, and the tab was on her. So salute to the role model, because she's truly living up to the moniker of being a role model. My other shout out,
But John, they said that she sucks.
Yeah. What do they know? Yeah. And it's not BBL, ladies and gentlemen. That is all natural.
That's all Latina right there. You better put some name on that on that brand.
Like our man Sloan would say, that is grade A Bay Area right there. And shout out to the Adonis. You need to take baby steps, bro. My other shout outs to Saraya. Because she talked about on the podcast recently how AEW wanted her to do a romantic storyline with Daddy Magic, and she's been very consistent that she doesn't have that be part of her career, and she stood on business. So I want to salute Saraya for that. So whatever you got next going on, whether it's going back to WWE, the door's still open for her with AEW. Just whatever you do, we support, and get back in the ring soon, or back on television soon. We miss you. That's my acknowledgement.
All right. And shout out to Bayley. Now you got one more time. Call her BBL. I'm putting you on Call No Names, because you spreading some false accusations that make no damn sense.
Shout out to Dominic. There you
Put
go.
some respect on that on the Latina brand, man. What about Dominic? Anyway,
I just shouted him
but
out.
oh, of course. But before we do go, there's one more piece of business that I want to bring up. It's probably gonna be a future segment once in a while that's gonna pop up. And this segment, I'm gonna dedicate this one to John because Nick knows. I'm pretty sure Nessa kind of knows. John always has these catchphrases that he always says, especially when he gets put on the spot. And one of the catchphrases that stood out the most is gonna be the name of this segment, and it's entitled "This What We Doing."
Okay, all right. This is what we do.
So I'm gonna start off with this one because I came across this and I told John about it, and John saw it himself. This AI stop, man.
Is this what we're?
too out of hand.
Is this what we're? I think we're talking about the same thing. Oh,
this AI is getting out of hand, man, because this shit is so hilarious. So if you guys heard of Big Papa Pump Scott Steiner, he's cut great vegetable promos in his day. But the one that's legendary is the one that we call the Steiner Math that he cut in TNA. So the world of AI has reenacted this, and this shit is hilarious.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true. See, normally if you go one-on-one with another wrestler, you got a 50-50 chance of winning. But I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal. So you got a 25% at best at beating me. And then you add Kurt Angle to the mix, your chances of winning drastically go down. See, the three-way at Sacrifice, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. But I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, and he's not even going to try. So, Samoa Joe, you take your 33 1/3 chance minus my 25% chance, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. But then you take my 75% chance of winning, if we used to go one-on-one, and then add 66 2/3%, I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at Sacrifice. See, Joe, the numbers don't lie, and they spell disaster for you at Sacrifice.
I hate AI. I hate AI. Dang, man.
This what we doing?
AI, man.
Hey, this what we doing?
I thought you were gonna talk about the one where Seth Braun and Paul in the ring dancing.
Oh no, you gotta see me that one.
Oh God, no.
You gotta see me that one.
That was hilarious. But I just saw Pat literally just posted his because they did one of him.
Yeah. That shit is hilarious. I'm probably gonna put that one on there next week. So
hey, is this a safe space?
This is the safe space.
Yeah. Yes.
I hate that fucking promo. That promo is so fucking stupid. I hate hearing it. It pisses me off every time I hear it. It's so dumb, and people just think it's so fun. No, it's freaking stupid.
It's hilariously stupid.
It's one of the dumbest. Oh, like I don't even know why people try to put this like Mount Rushmore of promos. I'm like, y'all are fucking crazy. This is no. I hate that promo, and but I hate that promo so much.
I want to know what was running through his mind for that. Like, that's hilarious.
In real time, that shit made no sense. I'm like, the fuck is he talking about? But 20 years later, that shit's hilarious.
No, just hearing it now, I'm like, no, it doesn't get no better. It gets more ridiculous every time I see it. It just pisses me off.
I think the baby version of it made it much easier to laugh at, though.
Yeah, I was dying. I was dying. like Big Baby Pump doing Steiner match. That shit was hilarious.
I'm gonna hit the baby with a chocolate.
Yeah. Not the chocolate.
Not
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chocolate.
Yeah.
You're gonna hit him with Inga?
Yep.
Give that baby a spicy nugget. He'd be all right, right, Nessa?
Get up out of here.
No, not the nuggies.
And some hot Cheetos on
But
the
Oh no, hell no.
hey, you already know.
No way.
side.
No
But
way.
nah, that shit is funny. But yeah, that's something I want to come up with, and like I said, is based off of John, because that's one of Johnson's major catchphrases. When he gets put on the spot and he starts blushing, like, that's what we're doing.
And
So-
it is. That's exactly what he does.
So
Freaking hate y'all right now.
so that's pretty much
That's what we're doing.
pretty much that's my guy John. He's yeah, that's what we're doing.
You're the inspiration.
Yep.
Yeah. And I tell you, that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna get the fuck up out of here. So appreciate y'all for stopping by for this episode of Sports4UWrestling, man. Shout out to my guy Nick for pulling up. Always Nessa, the queen of hum roses, the head roses in charge. Always pulling up. Two of these people causing chaos. That's great. Nick, relax. I swear to God, relax.
You see? Do
But,
you see this shit?
But part 3 of this Townhouse Media Culture Class Network will conclude in the Seat of Angels. That too. In the Seat of Angels for Money in the Bank Worlds Collide weekend. Nick.
You already know what it is.
Yeah, man. Hey, you know what? We're just gonna end it on that. And
That's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing.